This is Sutek. It's murder, I tell you. So, we're opening the match. We've already deployed on Mountain Pass. I'm in my Marder. The Marder has a pretty bad rap. It doesn't have the greatest of view ranges, and its armor is, well, pathetic. But it has a really good gun, and given the right circumstances, it can be a very effective tank. Especially in a defensive position like I'm taking here. As I've mentioned in previous videos, there are three main lines of approach. The center, which is where I'm at the bridge. Then, of course, you have Glacier Valley, which is to the north, and Rocky Canyon, which is to the south. I've taken this position to deny any approach made through the middle, which is sometimes really ignored or poorly defended. In this particular case, as you'll see, this position was not ignored whatsoever by the enemy. In fact, they made a gallant effort to get across this bridge. So, basically I'm letting my gun settle. I'm waiting for an opportunity to fire. I have in front of me a M3 Lee, which is going to do a really good job of absorbing shots for me. And the enemy simply cannot get set up whatsoever. So, bring my gun to bear, fire. I just continue doling out the damage. And there goes the Lee. One of the things you have to realize about this particular position is just about every section of this road is not already safe at all until you get around the corner. So my only defense right now is not to be seen. So as you can see, I'm 2 kills in. We've destroyed approximately 4 vehicles, maybe 5, and this line has been held. Now look at the deployment. I have a ton of teammates around the cap, I have a ton of teammates approaching the cap, but I have no one really defending that North Valley. So I know at this point, considering the fact that my teammates in the A and B rows are not going to be overly aggressive, I need to fall back and support them while giving my other teammates an opportunity to push for the enemy cap. We're ahead, but we could easily fall behind due to the very poor deployment of my teammates. So my goal is to come around the corner, set myself up in a good position, which is already safe, and wait for the enemy to come over the rise. Now, how do I know they're coming this way? Because there are 5 tanks left, 2 of which have been identified. That leaves 3 enemy tanks. They are not spotted in Rocky Valley. They are not at the bridge. They've got to be coming this way. Yep, and spotted. And it's a Lee. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with me, I take personal pride in killing every Lee I see. I will actually give up sighting on a certain kill just to take out a Lee. In this particular circumstance, the Lee is pulled back. Unfortunately, with that layer cake design, all I need is just a little bit of his hatch, and he's a dead man. So I'm waiting. There he is. Oh, pulled trigger a little too fast. Wait a minute. He spots me. He falls back. I now know where he's going to pop up. Good night, Mr. Lee. Well, another dead dummy, Bobby Dumbass. Now to go and help my team. Now my radio range is limited, so my teammates, as you can see, are in the cap. They're dealing with one already. There is a heavy down below that has to be destroyed, and all we have is a light tank pinging away at him. So I could run down the valley, but we already have 2 tanks, Glacier Valley. We already have 2 tanks doing that. So I'm going to assist the light tank, which is doing a pretty good job of keeping that heavy occupied. He can't kill it, but he's definitely keeping it occupied. So, rolling along, 3 kills deep. I'm begging my team, attack, attack. Get out of that circle. Artie is gone. My light is taking damage. Nope, it's a DW. So that AMX may have problems penetrating it, which it looks like that's the case. So I'm going to do what I normally do. Roll in, point blank. Have a nice day. Alright, 1 tank left, and that's that TD. And he's already being engaged, and unfortunately we capped. So looking at the board, you can see 1,000 damage, high caliber metal, mastery badge. So the Marder 2 is a pretty good tank. It's not the fastest, but its gun really makes up for a lot of its faults. And as you can see, I've only missed 3 shots. I failed to pen 1. I engaged 7 enemies, killed 4. So overall, it's a pretty good match for me. And here's the rundown. Again, you can see 3s and 4s engaged here. For a tier 3 tank, that's a pretty damn good record. So, if you should see me on the battlefield, my good. Just remember, your evil is my good.